Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot, doing a general reading for Friday, September 5th, 2025. Today I'm using the Rainbow BrainSkull Oracle and the Sequitur Tarot. I'm trying something different with this today because it is a perfectly square deck. You can read not only reversals but 90-degree angles, and I'm going to try that. The spread that I'm using today is the Rosy Cross spread of Arthur Edward Waite. Again, this is a spread that can be found in Secrets of the Waite-Smith Tarot by Katz and Tali, Goodwin. So I have not cut the deck, so I will do that. Again, this layout has something that to be said with each card. The rose is the first, the most beautiful, and the perfect of all the flowers. Such is my soul. It is guarded by thorns everlasting, preserving its purity. It is in the center of the garden of philosophy wherein the true rose blooms. The sun and the moon are the red and white are the roses, and herein lies its mystery. The green lion eats of the sun and feeds the rose. The rose is a perfume to the wise and a balm to the blessed. It is prepared in blood and turns to the light, to its own perfection in this art. So even with smaller cards, this is a large spread. It would work better on a larger table, but I'd have to completely move everything. So the Rose card shows how your soul is seeking to bloom at this time. This is the world. The completion of a cycle and the beginning of things. So it's a real sense of satisfaction. Your soul is seeking to bloom by blossoming with new things from the things that you've done in the past. The Thorn card is what protects you, but it also hinders you. It's a challenge card to your spiritual progress at this moment. And that's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords in traditional decks is considered to be a widow. The Queen of Swords can be quite harsh, but she can also just cut straight to the truth. She fully understands her own power. A little sideways, might say that not always kind. So what protects you is the fact that maybe you're a little jaded, maybe you're a little crusty, don't always give people the benefit of the doubt, and that is a protection device. And that's a challenge to your spiritual growth at this moment. The Garden card. The Garden card shows the situation and environment around you from a spiritual perspective. And here we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can be minor conflicts. They're not major conflicts, and it can also be practice. And what I love about this depiction of it is it's a dance. And this is just I would say, the dance of interacting with people. And if you notice, the Five of Wands almost form a pentagram here. And we have green and red, these contrasting colors, excuse me. Contrasting colors. But the wands are in bloom. So this, whatever these conflicts are, this dance that you're going through with other people, it's essential for blossoming. And once again, it's on its side, 90 degrees. So it's neither good nor bad. It's just the way things are. And it is, it's just something that you have to work through on a day-to-day basis. The Sun and the Moon card shows what is presently divided or separated in your life, and it's something that you must get together. Now, this is another 5 here. So we have this off-kilter aspect of 5s, and this is the 5 of Swords, which can be treachery, it can be deceit, it can also be bullying, depending which side you're on. And I love this depiction because the person that won, the person that's done the bullying, is left alone and unhappy. And I pray that that be what happens in our culture. Sorry, but and so this person also, but didn't have to leave these swords behind, but this person has just given up. So we have 2 kinds of dejection here. One, it's like maybe you should have felt like you've won, but you weren't very nice about it. The Queen of Swords wouldn't be very nice about it, and has ended up alone and sad. And this person who has lost has just given up even what they could have had. Again, this is sideways, so it's not the most negative. That's a negative card to begin with. And it's not carved in stone. It's just something that you're dealing with. It's not a permanent state of affairs, and it isn't a major also. It isn't a major. So far, the only major that we have here, actually, this is the only major we have in this, is the World, which is this sense of completion, and you want to spring forward with new growth and new ideas and new life based in that. The 5 is the Green Lion card. The lion shows us how to go about incorporating these spiritual lessons that you've seen. It's the action card. So a lot of times I'll draw a card and say, this is your action. That's this card. So this is the 2 of Cups. And it's 2 of Cups is about natural affinity. It's not the choice of the Lover's card. This is a friend, family member, any business partner, anyone that comes into your life where you're just so in sync. You have a natural affinity for each other. You can complete each other's sentences, and you're definitely in sync with one another. This is sideways, so I think this is telling you don't rely on that exclusively. As we all know, when you have that person in your life, if you do ever have a disagreement, it can be earth-shattering. So your action is to not rely solely on, oh, we've just always gotten along perfectly, but make a little effort. Go a little farther. Give that person a little more leeway. if you found out something about that person that really kind of rocks your world, maybe give them some grace. Give yourself time, but don't, you don't want to turn your back on this because this is so rare, but you may need time to come to terms with it. The healing card represents the balm and perfume of the soul. This is about your spiritual resources and indicates your best avenue of assistance in accomplishing this action. The Page of Swords, this is a uniquely active Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is often depicted in kind of almost fancy dress, ready to go, waiting for other people. This Page of Swords has already is laying groundwork. And his sword is in an active and ready position. And he's in mid-step, and he's checking out, or he's balancing here, checking out this. And so this card is helping you accomplish this. What do we know about the Page of Swords, aside from it's usually a younger person, but this can also be a younger aspect of yourself. Here with a dove in flying by, a white bird and a black bird, and there are, that's the balance of the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, the blackbird is more prominent. The Page of Swords can be secretive and work behind the scenes in your favor. So if this is someone else, this person may be trying to help you without you even knowing. Maybe it's that person. Maybe it's that person that you have this affinity with, and you don't even know that they're doing things to help you. If it's you, I think it's telling you that to do this work, this work of reevaluating, and appreciating what you have, and maybe readjusting this relationship, is that you don't have to tell this person about it. It's probably better if you don't. This is your work. This is your internal work. And again, he's usually waiting. He's preparing. So you can do this internal work on your own. This is how you go about it spiritually, is you do this work by watching, being observant, keeping it to yourself. You don't have to tell them, every thought that you have as you work through things, which you usually want to do with this person, this kind of soulmate person. This is an instance where you just need to take the time, keep it to yourself, and get that work done so you can repair that relationship. Whatever it takes. What's important is that you get this relationship completely back up right again. Not that you let them know your process of getting there. And finally, the Blood card. This card shows the light to which we must turn our spiritual life above all things. So, the Four of Pentacles. And so often this card is interpreted in a kind of selfish or negative way, or kind of a static way. This was in our reading yesterday as something to get over and move away from. But at the same time, now this is in your spiritual self. Hold on to the things that you know are true. Hold on to your morality. Hold on to your spiritual core. This is something that no matter how good your friends are, this is yours alone. No one else can do this with you. It's something that you must do by yourself, for yourself, is stay strong, balancing your spiritual core so that you can keep things in alignment here. Looks almost like Stonehenge in the back, and that you are another part. You are part of two pillars here of that great timelessness of strength and morality. It's so hard to get, it's so easy now to get pulled off by getting engaged in the arguments that are important arguments that are going on right now. So it just occurred to me, right now we have this great divide in our country, so it's quite possible that you're here with someone who feels differently politically from you. And it is possible, and many families have found that they have to do this, remain engaged, but keeping your core to yourself. Remain engaged, remain supportive. This could also be a layout that speaks to our whole country right now, with this past greatness and wanting to start something new, but rudeness is going on. You're going to review this whole reading in a much broader, less personal perspective, and I think it fits pretty well. And we are finding as a country right now that we have to hold to our deepest morality, or else we are going to fall apart. We are not going to be who we were before, and we won't be moving towards something that means growth. We'll be moving towards a kernel of death. So let's get that. So that's an interesting perspective, though, to apply to yourself. Holding on to this personal core, keeping things to yourself. This could also apply in your workplace. So often in your workplace, you have that great work buddy, but then something happens in the workplace and you're on different sides of that issue, or you're in different departments, and so your slants on it are different. You don't have to tell them everything you're thinking. You just have to work on your own stuff and keep your core solid so that you can grow in the most positive way. And hopefully, this is only 90 degrees off, so you could salvage this. You can maintain this, but it just may not be here for a while. And the flow of water would, again, these are transitory things, so chances are very good that you will get over this. So aside from this being a major, and that things are a little bit turned on their side right now, that's the only major. But then these are the only two uprights here. So you want to take these two messages, this way of going about things, and keeping your spiritual core as the main messages here, along with that concept. And adding these oracle cards now. It's your own responsibility to expand instead of just contracting. She would be the queen of contraction. And even in a lot of good instances, she's the queen of cutting things away. So this is reminding you of these more positive things, and even this dance, reminding you that it doesn't have to be this. It can be a dance. And this is a choice you have here today, is that you can make this imbalance of the 5, you can turn it into this complete division and unhappiness, or you can make it a dance. It's your own responsibility to expand instead of contracting. And this is the expansion, even though it's looking backwards, he's moving forwards. So that's moving forward with an understanding of the past, which is what this is, based on this core belief. And finally, this card, this is one of the few cards that doesn't have words on it. So I had to look it up and see what that card is. This is, you do not have to participate in the circus. You can leave and go and do your own thing. So that's certainly true in the workplace. You know, a lot of us have been in jobs where we say, okay, I'm just gonna keep my head down, do my work to the best of my ability, and I'm not gonna participate in this other stuff that's going on. Now, with this person, you have to participate. But maybe you don't have to participate in the larger picture of the scale. So if this is family, this is the person you need to get things solidified with. You have to expand enough to help bring them back here to an upright. But you don't have to participate in the rest of the drama that's going on. You can be here. Keep track of what you want to keep track of. Keep moving forward. And this. So I hope that helps you and is meaningful to you and helps you today with some behavioral decisions that you're going to have to deal with. This is Kara from Kara Tarot. Have a centered, informed, and strong day. Thank you.